Hi, air signs. I began to pull your cards at the end of the water sign video, and so here we are. We got Kuan Yin's dragon and earth and water dragon, okay, as the first two guidance cards, and then I'm going to pull these. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And romance. Cupid arrow strike. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? So you kind of got like a tower moment and romance. And then interestingly enough, we got this dragon with the sun moon eclipse here that talks about creating a foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest abundance. And then Kuan Yin's pink dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. So you have the clearing of old karma, which may facilitate a shift in your third dimensional life. There is a call here to dissolve old cords through transcendent love and to enjoy your freedom, which also means to end any kind of codependence that you are still that you are still holding on to. So one of the big shifts I've had on my journey is learning that codependence can also Hierophant in reverse can also manifest as waiting. When you're waiting to start things, that is indicating that you feel like you don't have full sovereignty over your life, and that was something I was doing, and I honestly didn't even realize it. Like, to start your purpose work or your projects, whatever you're passionate about, I was waiting, and I thought, well, in the future, when everything is more settled, I will start. And they said, no, you need to do that now, and you need to be the one that starts moving in the direction. So sorry, I'm just listening. Don't get caught up in this codependency of waiting. So I don't feel like I'm doing that justice, but it is you need to be like a sovereign being in your own right and move through, oh, it's so beautiful, move through those energies on your own before they will start to manifest. Okay, I hope that made sense. Anyway, we're gonna start with Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Oh, you got the Aquarius, the Leo, and the air signs, double air signs, and Sagittarius. Okay. Wow. Your person is really feeling ya. They just see you as this beautiful, healing, amazing being. And I don't think that they feel like they can, that they're up to the task of dealing with you. I think you want to like rush in. You want to invest in this. You really have a lot of movement cards on your side. you know, the night brings this night brings the Ace of Swords, and so they have their guard up and their defenses and their back to you, and they're not feeling strong. All the cards except this one, which I'm actually thinking this is how they're feeling about you. The cards are going away and facing away from you, and you are actually facing away from them too. With this Strength and Temperance in reverse, there may be just an overall feeling in the relationship that is mirrored, that you two are too different is what's coming through. This is the word unique, but with this combination of cards, they're showing me you two just may be too different to think this can ever work. And you may be actually really worried about what the people you love would think about this relationship. And I think you're really trying to figure out if you should move forward with investing in this relationship at the moment. So I wouldn't imagine that there was a ton of communication going on here, but just know that there will be movement here in this relationship pretty quickly. Oh, well, that tried to come out on the pre-shuffle. All right. Libra. Spiritual test. Oh, wow. Okay. Very interestingly, these cards, you know, do have a lot of similarities, as you can see. The double pillars being one of them. However, you know, she is about secrecy and he is about more about structures, religion, marriage. Okay. Okay. Well, whether you feel ready or not, they're saying it is time to move forward. You're gonna have to maybe hold on tight for a minute, because I get the sense that there's going to be quite a big shift here. Your person is being heavily guided by the divine to leave certain things behind and to become ready to offer this Ace of Pentacles offer. Now, it is a little slower than the rest of them. However, you have the rabbit up here. And so there is an element of sexual energy that is present also. You both have passed some sort of spiritual test, and as this result, you hold some spiritual knowledge. And largely, you're now surrendering to the will of the divine. There is a lot of signs here of prosperity, abundance. Yes, you have the Four of Wands in reverse. This may indicate you were married before, or you wanted to be married or aren't. There could be a lot of indications there. You could still be married, and this Wheel of Fortune may be shifting that into a different direction, because you do have cords being dissolved and karmic balances being resolved. The Wheel of Fortune tells us this. One has ended, another has begun. Fate is now smiling upon you, and luck has brought something new. We know it's romantic. So That's all they want to tell me right now. This Aquarius new moon may be somewhat pivotal for you. And also the lunar new moon, the Chinese New Year. All right, Aquarius. Well, the Tower is coming out yet again. It was also in the water signs. I don't think this Tower has happened yet. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Earth sign. I think your person is, again, every card they have indicates some shift to me. In this case, I believe this is a welcome shift, but there is an element of grief going on. Some of this stuff is out of your control, and you are just going to have to be okay with it. I think psychically, intuitively, spiritually, you already know this, that you may be making decisions that upset the balance for a little while. Your person may be having some sort of spiritual awakening. There is some sort of like hibernational energy or ripping down of this foundation to rebuild a new foundation that may change out their friends and family group. I hope that makes sense. That's something that they're going to have to decide if they can undertake at this time. And they're taking their time about it. The bear card's a little bit like the hermit card for me, is like they go into their cave and they look. And they're trying to honor themselves, and so are you. But both of you are going to have to go through a bit of upheaval in order for Spirit to have their plan come to fruition. All right, I hope that helps you. If you'd like to work with me any further on some energy work, twin flame check, my twin flame gigs are half off right now until Valentine's Day, and they're on Fiverr. I have a Patreon and a TikTok channel, which I haven't done much on. And I guess I'll go ahead and start the new one and see if it cuts me off. We'll do fire. Hello, fire signs. All right, so well, like half the deck of cards just fell into my lap. Okay, just getting some. So they're bringing up to me a visual of the puzzle. They're actually saying, this is not what I need. These are not the right cards. So interesting, though. We got the owl, right? I'm going to take it. Okay. They're bringing up to me a puzzle within a puzzle. So it's so interesting. Puzzle within a puzzle. Healing and forgiveness. All right. So you may have some, I like to call them threads to pull when we start looking for, like, where did this pattern come from, right? Some of us can remember things when we're 3 and 4 years old, and other of us cannot. And so sometimes you really have to, oh, beautiful, beautiful cards. Really have to look, like you have to pull the thread, right? You have to pull the string and see the pattern and see what unravels. So one says, stop focusing on your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Healing says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationships being healed this very moment. The owl brings clarity of vision. It's a 43 card, so a 7, which for me is spirit. And then you have the golden Atlantean dragon. Helps you remember the wisdom of golden Atlantis, which I believe is where Lemuria and Atlantis was the blueprint of the twins came from. Awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talents, reclaim your mastery. So as I've been saying, I've been doing a lot of soul retrieval work, and that's coming up for a lot of people. And that's calling back the fragments of your soul that were left in other past lives and dimensions and times. And so you can have the mastery from other past lives now. And the Atlantean one is a pretty big one. Harness the divine feminine power of creation. Intention, hold your vision, birth a higher consciousness. So we are bringing back gifts from a higher consciousness to reclaim the balance of feminine masculine power here. There is on that dragon, the Omega dragon, a spiral galaxy of stars, and so is her tail. The infinite wisdom and abundance of source energy, you know, that we are all parts of source energy. We are all individual aspects of one whole, right? Creating our reality here in the third dimension of polarity. The polarity is how the twins are created. We are created that way because this is a fear-based reality dimension. I go into that stuff a lot more on my Patreon if that's something you want to know about. Okay, I already shuffled these, so I'm just going to cut. And I was telling the air signs, I think that the more of that kind of very, very high level spiritual energy work I do, I'm a little bit detached right now from this third dimension. It's very interesting. It makes me feel a little funny. Okay, I gotta ground it. You know, we always gotta ground it. So Aries. Interesting because 2 of those cards came out for an air sign. I think it was Aquarius. Okay, you may be dealing with a Pisces, Leo, Aries, another Aries. So you and your person tried to have this new beginning. We tried very hard to come back together and resurrect things. I think they are in and out of your life a bit, and maybe they have tried to move on to something else now. And you're in this time of patiently waiting. I think the spiritual aspect of what they're going through is that they're going to find that they can't not overcome what they want to. I think they're trying to forget this situation. I think there was a pull very strongly to come back together at one point, and you two triggered each other, because that's one of the patterns of twin flame is, you know, this in and out, back and forth, triggering and then healing. And it does look like you're in the midst of feeling like you need to heal, going into your cave, taking your time out, and they are in this midst of surrendering to something larger than themselves. When I see the Strength and 7 of Wands together, it does kind of tell me that something has weakened them. They're just not up for this fight. And they may be really feeling your energy a lot, is what's coming through with this moth spirit, because it's a very psychic card for me. Work on healing this energy in yourself, okay? Because you're the one that's going to shift that dynamic. So try not to overly reach out to them. Oh God, we have a tower again. 2040. Hi Leo, this is the third time the towers come out today. So you're going through something very painful right now. It's akin to ripping a band-aid off, I see. It's like some part of you that you wanted concealed is exposed very quickly. And I think maybe your person fearlessly, made some sort of really bold movement. And if this is the case, I'm very sorry. Because what I see here is that there is a possibility that your person made an offer to someone else, and this has left you in a state of deep pain. So if this is the case, I don't think it's for everyone. I do think it may be for some of you. That what I have to say about this is, I think your inclination right now is to write to them, talk to them, express yourself. I think at this moment you should not do that. Only you will know for sure. So I'm just getting a feeling off the cards that you may be very, very impetuous. We never want to express our really impetuous emotions to our twin. Those are ours to work through, not theirs to take care of. And you need to sit with those as long as it takes to get them to a balanced place. And honestly, here's what I know. Whatever they're doing in the physical world is irrelevant anyway. It's to bring up your fears and your pain that was buried in your heart and to expose it and to deal with it. So I know it's almost impossible, but please be grateful when you are triggered, because that is actually the only thing that moves you forward on this journey. Okay, if you need some help with this is one of the things I really work with. I can do energy work, but I can also help you, coach you through it. So contact me on Fiverr and I'll help you. All right, Sagittarius. Oh God, those are both beautiful cards. I think those came out together yesterday. Your own card is here. The Aquarius card is here. And then you have air signs very strongly indicated. So you are one of the few signs today that has gotten mostly upright cards. And I think you're going to get communication. Your person looks like they're in a really good place and they don't want to wait any longer. It's very beautiful. Like I'm seeing you both are feeling, there's a mirrored energy that you feel like each other's wish fulfillment, and it's actually making me want to cry. It's so very soft and beautiful. One of you looks like you're in a more air energy, and one of you looks like you're in more of a water energy. And you're using your beautiful six senses, your intuition, really, really lovely. One of you's in an 8, one of you's in a 9, and then you have all this healing and guidance from the angels here has been going on. So your person, I think, is finally strong enough to speak these words of truth they want to come to you to deliver the Ace of Swords. And so you right now need to decide what you're willing to put your investment into and what you're willing to accept. And remember, we never, you know, it's never our highest goals that we become, it's our lowest standard. So make sure you know, what it is that you'll accept with your boundaries. Now, it gets really complicated with twin flame, of course, because this is an unconditional love. And ultimately, it doesn't really respond to boundary per se, but you need to have your own boundaries, just for the sake of being able to deal with yourself. And I hope that makes sense, because ultimately this is an unconditional relationship, and ultimately that's where it's moving to. Oh, okay. We're going to take those. So I'm going to move on to earth signs. Hi, earth signs. Let's see if we can get this all on one. That would be great. 2 fell out here. Freedom and new beginning. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. I mean, those are 2 great cards to get together. New adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And the golden Christed dragon and the rose pink dragon brings you a higher love so that you embody the Christ light. And the Christ light has really been coming through for me. And then it absorb the Christ light. You are protected, expand your heart, and remain 5th dimensional. So this is one of the ways, of course, to get out of the fear duality, is to embody that Christ light of unity. The rose pink dragon prepares your heart to connect to the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Wow, these are such beautiful cards. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna, and also I can see that the higher exalted version of the Saint Germain is the lilac diamond flame, and you could also use that and imbue it with some pink and gold if you wanted to. So the Saint Germain and Lady Portia are 2 of the Ascended Masters that watch over the twins. You can always use the violet flame to transmute energies whenever it feels too overwhelming for you. You can just stand in it. You can throw things into it. You can just do whatever it is. But you can also, add that diamond light, and then you can add some gold. You can add silver or platinum if you want. Whatever feels right to you. And of course, that pink light is just the cosmic love. And it can burn away all those old energies. All right, we're going to get started here with Taurus. Okay, the Tower has come out in all 4 elements. So, wow. And it's come out, I believe, in all of them with the 4 of Pentacles reversed. Be here now. And that's come out too. That's come out as an overall message for me to stop projecting into the past or the future. Ace of Swords keeps coming up, and you have the Sun reversed on their side. So there's a new paradigm coming here. There's a new, different way of being that is going to... So these 3 cards together are so interesting. I actually am getting the message that you are going to ascend into an even higher level of self-love and respect, self-respect. And your person is going to come forth with communication about wanting to work with you and wanting to build with you, because they just aren't happy without you. And they see you in this glorious, you know, glorious energy. So keep going. This orchid color is highly indicated for you. Wear it, you know, do whatever you like to do with colors. And I think, okay. We have Virgo. 2 threes, 2 knights again. This came up in fire signs. So I have all the cards that really indicate somebody's overindulging in substances. That may be the case here. I don't point it out too much, but I do have marijuana and alcohol indicated. I do feel like your person is trying to get into a new perspective, a new way of being. In the last pile, in the last element, these came up together. And I do think for some of you, your person maybe took another relationship to a higher level, and this caused you a lot of pain and heartache, and you are considering, it may be because you're in a marriage, or it may be because it may force you to consider other options at this time. There is an element here that at springtime you will begin to heal this and, you know, get these swords out. But right now it does look like this is the overall situation for some, not for all. You're taking a look at your other possibilities. And I do think that getting your energy and focus off of them and onto yourself, you know, onto your money, onto your life, onto manifesting what you want would be the best step for you at this time. Now, for others of you, your person may be coming forward to you as it's interesting. It may come first as like this kind of friends with benefits type situation, and then morph into something like I want something more. Or it may be like, do you want this or do you want this? A question for you, and then you deciding what is good for you at this time. I do see them being quite serious about whatever they're doing at this time, but remember, if it's with someone else, it really doesn't matter anyway. So, all right. 3303. Hello, Capricorn. It seems like I'm always doing you last here. Oh, goodness. Strength in reverse again. Everybody's going up through a little bit of a wake-up call. I mean, you're overcoming some stuff here. This is going to help you understand how strong you are, you know. I think you really tried to start something new and didn't realize how difficult it would be. And so did your person. Like, there's a very mirrored energy here. I do think, though, it is going to end in results that are interesting, not what you expect. Maybe you both are trying to do something different in like careers or schools or something like that. It could even be together for a couple of you. I don't think that's very many of you at all. I'm only saying that because I see the Two of Wands here, and I think you're going to be surprised at what the purpose was of this this thing that you just went through, this vignette, this little moment here in time. Because I think you both were feeling pretty alone, and now you're both seeing each other kind of blossom through adversity. and overcome a lot more. I know strength isn't in the upright. However, I think that is about them choosing not to be in their ego so much and being more spiritual. I hope that helps you. If you want to work with me further, I am on Fiverr. Contact me and I'll help you. And bye for now.